if you're still struggling with consent, just imagine instead of initiating sex, you're making them a cup of tea. You say, hey, would you like a cup of tea? And they go, oh my God, fuck yes, I would fucking love a cup of tea. Thank you. Then you know they want a cup of tea. If you say, hey, would you like a cup of tea? And they're like, I'm not really sure. Then you could make them a cup of tea or not, but be aware they might not drink it. And if they don't drink it, then, and this is the important part, don't make them drink it.
Don't make them?
Doesn't mean you are entitled to watch them drink it.
Mm-hmm.
If they say no,
Wait, what are they drinking?
Then don't make them tea at all. Just don't make them tea.
Yeah, just
don't.
Tea.
Don't get annoyed at them for not wanting tea. They just don't want tea. Okay? They might say, yes, please. That's kind of you. And then when the tea arrives, they actually don't want the tea at all.
No.
Sure, that's kind of annoying as you've gone all the effort of making the tea. But they remain under no obligation to drink the tea.
This is like that time with that guy with you, Joe.
Tea. Now they don't. Some people change their mind in the time that it takes to boil the kettle, brew the tea.
Didn't accept my words.
And it's okay for people to change their mind. And you are still not entitled to watch them drink it. And if they're unconscious, don't make them tea.
Hey, Will Speed, we have to go over this.
Yes,
because our HR department says we sexually harass too many people.
Yes. Hey, we're not allowed to talk through the presentation.
Guys, come on.
Okay. I say we just go ahead and stop the presentation for now.
Sure.
Why?
We could end it at the end of the show. Finish it.
If you guys don't know what that is,
start it over 3 more times.
If you guys don't know what that is, search tea, like tea that you're going to drink, consent. So tea consent on YouTube. And it is a sexual harassment training video that I had to watch today.
Because why, Chris? Because you're sexually harassing old ladies in the grocery store again?
I'm not allowed to discuss this in public.
Yeah, I bet you're not. Ruin all your sponsorships.
Yep, we can't. Come on, guys. Let's just not do that. Okay, we don't need to tell people my dirty secrets. Okay.
Nope. So what's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? As you can tell, we decided just to jump right in because we're so excited to show you that tea and consent video, and we're like, fuck it, dude. Let's just forego the live. I mean, we just lost a bunch of money not playing our sponsors' commercials, but you guys are worth it.
Yes, you are.
I just can't believe that those videos are real. Like,
I can't believe that's a real video myself.
I know.
That is like a legit video that you're allowed to watch.
That's not legit.
That is legit, dude.
Who's I don't even have words for that. Like, fuck yeah, I want some tea. Like, how is that appropriate for a workplace?
Damn it. I made you tea. You're gonna drink this tea.
You imagine like the HR person sitting down with you and they're like, you can't do that. I'm like, but I said I fucking wanted.
Is that sexual harassment, or is that just like straight up just being courteous to people type of deal?
I think it's just being courteous.
But if I make you tea, I'm gonna pour it down your goddamn throat.
I mean,
did you see that? When you're if he's unconscious.
You want me to tell you a little story kind of like about tea, but more about coffee?
Sure.
Go for it.
So back in the day when I was working for my dad, there was a friend of mine that grew up with me that was working for my dad as well. And we were loading the truck in the morning, and my brother was drinking. He had a cup of hot coffee, like a solo cup or whatever those little styrofoam cups are.
Mm-hmm.
And the other guy that works for my dad that I grew up with is like, hey, heads up. And he threw one of those, like the 50 or 100 foot spool of vinyl hose. He threw it at my brother, and it hit him in the head because he didn't like heads up quick enough. He's like, boom. So he just looked at him, took a whole thing of brand fresh coffee that he just poured and threw it right in his face.
Okay. How'd that go?
He's like, are you serious? He's like, am I serious? Are you serious? And the whole thing just escalated a little bit. But I think this could have been a video on how to be courteous to people.
I mean, that's how you become Two-Face right there.
Guys, we have a problem, right? We shouldn't be live right now. You know how many other people are live right now?
Let's see what they're doing.
Get them on the phone.
We have Isaiah's live on his channel.
What?
And then we have Mikey Pipes premiering a video right now.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Can one of you guys go to Isaiah's channel and tell him actually just go watch his channel?
Yeah,
we
we're
all-
not going to
maybe-
bring that on here, you guys. Just go check out ZCC Car Care.
And
I
tell him
think
to
it is.
We'll
tell him
wait
to put
here.
his broadcast on pause.
Everybody put overtime bump in the chat.
We know, yeah, we all know where the cool people are, right? We all know where the cool. cats
Let's
are.
not do that. All right.
Advanced Refrigeration Podcast. What's up? Why don't you address some of the people in chat, guys? We have some wicked ass
Chilled
people in
guy.
our chat.
Who's Chilled Guy? It's a cool name.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm in Zach's chat right now.
Oh God. Will Speed. What's up, Troy? And who else we got here? The Chipmunk, of course.
Which chipmunk?
Chippendale. Chipmunk.
Chippendale is
Oh.
not a chipmunk. You
Yeah, you're right.
I got
Chipmunks.
dirty hands again.
Alvin. Bam.
That's
Of
what
course
happens
you
when
would
you
pick
touch
Alvin.
homeless people.
That totally explains everything about you. You picked Alvin, dude. I understand your dynamic now.
Why? Alvin's the guy with the hat, right?
All the boys like
Yeah,
him.
don't they all wear hats?
All the boys.
Doesn't his
Joe started
milkshake bring
off
all the boys to the yard?
weird.
You know, I do have to say that I seriously abuse Joe, and I'm starting to feel guilty about it. I am always picking on Joe.
It's all
I
good.
don't think we're always picking on Joe, but again, like
I mean, you ask for it,
he
Joe.
asks
You really
for
do.
it because all you viewers out there, you guys can't see our private chat, but if you could, you would cry because how Joe treats us. Because Joe is usually a horrible person to all of us.
Let's just put it this way, okay?
And then he comes on
Joe
the show and he's like all
bosses us
prim and
around.
proper and dressed up like a sporting goods store mannequin, and he's like, "Oh, I'm a good guy here, and you guys are all mean to me."
Don't tell him the secrets. Yeah.
And Joe bosses us around because he needs to feel powerful. Because in the
Mhm.
real life, what happens on when he turns his camera off is he's not as powerful.
Yeah, and he takes a shower and downstairs looks like a belly button. He feels sad.
That's right, Chilled Guy. I can take it. How's your
So
week,
what's up,
guys?
everybody out there? We
Yeah.
got who do we got watching tonight?
real?
Jesus Talapia's here again. I love seeing that guy's
Jason
name in the chat.
Johnson,
We got Joe
Cyborg.
T, the Chipmunk, Will Speed. What's up, Will? I'm sure he did something cool this week. He always does cool stuff this week and last week.
Agreed.
I did see he was boring week for him this week, though. Rich.
Yeah.
Rich is here. What's up, Rich?
Yo,
Troy Belding's here.
Oh.
Neil C. Vids,
Rich texted me while I was
Videos.
working. I didn't respond to him. Sorry, Rich.
Game Master,
that's funny because I told Bill Rick. Oh, you say Rick or Rich?
Rich.
Oh,
Yeah,
Rich
Rick's
did
not in
text
here.
me today.
Neil, I
Rich
agree.
Rich
Yeah.
and-
Text me
Thank
today. Rick did.
Advanced Refrigeration Podcast is here. Mr. Brett Pretzel in the house, or I assume that's Brett Pretzel and not Kevin Compass, or maybe they're in here together.
Do you just picture Brett and Kevin like in the same room watching the same?
Always, I
screen
think
right
they're
now?
always together, like a tag team duo.
That's like the four of us are always together.
We
Yeah.
are the four. Do
Oh,
you think
speaking
that
of which-
people? So Adam, okay,
Yeah.
you say what you're gonna say because I'm.
I was
probably
gonna, I was gonna say that at the symposium, I had this great idea that the four of us rent an Airbnb so we could
Yes.
be like the Golden Girls and hang out and have breakfast together and everything. And Chris says no. Chris doesn't.
So
wanna do it.
here's what I think. I think that there's a misconception that we're like the party, and we're not the party. So I feel like if we rent a house,
Yeah.
we're gonna bring the party to the
Yeah.
house by default.
Like 9:30 after I have my tea and popcorn, I'm like, yeah, it's bedtime, man.
Billy, I would go with I don't know, General Air, just straight up dehumidifier, man. Or what's the other one? Ultra Air. What's that? They have an app too, by the way, which I think school. I heard that from school. They have an app, I believe.
Oversize your
So-
coil.
So Cyborg Sheep notices the obvious that me and Adam, or Adam and I, have flip flopped. And that's because
Ooh.
Adam tried to call in sick, and I told him he couldn't, and he had to get his ass home fast. So that's why Adam looks like a sleazeball covered in dirt.
Mhm.
And since I created the stream, I'm now in the host spot.
I switched it though. Don't you notice now?
No.
Where were you, Adam?
I was
How the
over.
fuck do you switch it?
I was over there, and now I'm
Oh, I didn't know that. How do you do that?
just by like going like that.
Boom. Oh my
Just
god.
drag it, right?
You're tripping
Oh
me
my
out
god.
right now.
This is
Please
this
don't
is
do
a-
that anymore.
this is electrifying,
Please don't do that.
man. No
Funny.
wonder we don't get sponsors with all this shenanigans that we do.
Yep.
What's up, Jonathan? Where were you, Adam? Anyways, what were you up to?
I'm just doing an install. It was like a tight closet. And there was just a lot going on in there. They had pipes, when you go into somebody's basement, it's like 100-year-old house. And you know the old screensaver for Windows back in like Windows 3.1?
The
Mm,
stars
the
or
pipes?
No, the pipes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nailed it.
That's how it looked like in this basement. And I'm trying to run 2-inch PVC pipes through all this maze of piping.
Why is there a maze of piping? What's their why are they so special?
I mean, I probably could have, if I wasn't going to do it for free, but I could probably cut out 90% of that piping and use 2 elbows and do the same thing what they did. They really luauing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Last guy at Leanne, what's going on?
Well, I got to say, Adam helped me out this week as my not only my moral support but also my technical support with the what is that, a has whatever Honeywell zone board that I was dealing with.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you could set that discharge air temperature sensor or discharge air temperature limit. No idea that was even a thing. And afterwards, you know, whenever I run into a situation like this where there's something I don't know and I have to lean on a friend or somebody to teach me something, I'm like, what happens? Like if I didn't have Adam to talk to at that point, he's like, yeah, why don't you just do this or this? Like how would I have ever come to that conclusion? I always wonder about this. Would I have eventually found it in the book? I don't think so, because I didn't even know that was a thing.
Nope.
I wouldn't have looked in the book unless I would have thought that was an option, you know? No, stuff like that bothers me.
My moral support you don't like my moral support when you
No, because yours is just all questions, and then I like tell you, and then you ask the same questions about that thing I just said. And then I just end up copying and pasting the same thing.
I said 2 points, and then Adam add another point. If that's the one you're talking about, and there's 3 points.
What are we talking about? What is a point?
The only thing that matters is
2.0.
2.0. That's it.
No.
2.0, baby. 2.0.
That's where I get all my answers.
Oh gosh. Okay. Anyways,
let's not make it weird.
I know. Right?
You know what we should do?
Yeah.
Nah, we're not going to do that. Never mind. That's kind of silly.
Good idea.
Yep.
What?
Not to do it.
So anyway, and the other thing that Adam helped me out with this week was a heat pump. So I am starting to dabble a little bit in, I guess it's residential stuff in these high-end nursing homes, right? And this nursing home has, I don't know, like 75 houses on campus, you know, and they're like, you know, old people houses. So they're not really houses, you know, they're like tiny apartments, and a nurse goes around every morning to make sure everybody's still alive, sort of thing. And so they all have these heat pumps with backup heat strips, right? And I got to one, and all I was doing was replacing a relay that had melted. I'm thinking because of just a loose connection. But as I'm standing there, like watching this thing, I got that notice. I got curious about it, and specifically about how it's wired, because I was always under the impression that you don't use the W wire on a heat pump.
W.
This one did have a W wire hooked up, but I'm pretty sure, like what you said, Adam, when it goes into defrost, it energizes that W wire on the inside to energize the heat strips. 90% sure that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Last guy, I am looking for those rich grannies, so tell your grandma to watch out.
I don't know if it was true, but one of my guys that used to work for me used to work at one of those like legit assisted living homes where the people lived by themselves, but they would have management go do a door check like 2 to 3 times a day.
Yeah, they're
and
like
the residents had to hang something on the door, or management comes in. And the guy that worked for me, that was part of his job. And he said one time there was a dude that shot himself in the head, like when he was going in on his check. And he said that it was just everywhere.
How would they not hear that?
I don't know. I have no idea. There's just a story that was told.
Well,
to me.
they're
I
old
believe
people,
the guy.
so.
But, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
you can hear nothing. Oh, Alaska's grandmas are dead. Man, it's such a downer.
Okay, at least we got bearded lady mechanic here. At least we got
That's
bearded
good.
lady mechanic. Yeah.
See, that brought way to bring it right back, Joe.
That's an intriguing name.
I like to
It's
lure
very
old
intriguing.
people out of their house. Like I throw a handful of Werther's Originals on the porch, and they come out. And
Yeah, grandpa.
I run up and I flip them upside down, and I shake all the money out of their pockets.
Push them over.
And I run away.
Old people tipping.
Yeah.
Old people tipping.
Does your company do a drug test, Bill?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, because
You
we're
can talk about that, Bill,
you know,
or no?
I mean, it don't matter to me. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
we
had a
do a
little.
drug-
Okay.
I mean, we go to a place, and the drug test. By the way, if you guys have never done a drug test, which I assume most of the people watching either
I've never done
couldn't
one.
or haven't, probably couldn't pass, but you know, it's weird. These drug test places that you go to, they don't really give you a whole lot of directions. So they're like, here, take this cup, go pee in it, and then you know, and give it to me right away. So I go in there and I do my thing, and I put the little lid on there, and I go to wash my hands, and the guy's like pounding on the door. He's like, "You can't run the water, blah blah blah." I'm like, "What do you mean I can't wash my hands?" And then I open the door like almost immediately. I'm like, "What do you mean I can't wash my hands?" He's like, "No, you might dilute the sample." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even think about that." It's like, you could have told me
you
that.
gotta give him piss hand cup.
Yeah. It's like, dude,
They didn't give you a lid for your sample?
Oh, they did. Yeah. It's even got a little
How the
spot
fuck
for you can poke a
contaminate
straw
it?
through it if you want.
Well, because he thinks he just peed a little and then he put water.
Yeah, watered it down.
How do you think? Do you think that guy likes his job touching piss hand cups all day long?
He ran right in there with a thermometer and just zapped it, and he's like, "All right, 98 degrees or whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, that's right, man. I like it hot."
Wow.
It was awkward.
I know I've heard of guys putting pissing bags in their fucking waste.
Yeah.
But
I've
I don't know.
all sorts of things.
Do you think it's a good thing that companies are doing it, or?
Well, I think drug tests are necessary. I mean, but it's an inconvenience. I mean, as an owner, I've had to send people to get drug tests before.
I mean, I think pot's like ridiculous.
Oh, I think if you trust me, yeah.
Out of all the things that I would worry about, if I was a company owner and I said, "All right, we're going to give you a drug test," I'm like, "Don't worry, we don't test for pot. What we do test for is we want to make sure you're not an abusive alcoholic who's ruining your life at home. We want to make sure you're not on meth, so smile too, so we can see your little corn giblets of teeth, and then go pee in a cup."
Now, here's the really bad part, though. It is a gray area firing someone for drug use in California. That is an extremely sketchy thing to do.
Why?
Because some people are drug addicts and they call that a disability.
Really?
So go on the government cheese. Why is it your problem?
Exactly.
Because you can't discriminate.
You can't discriminate.
I'm not saying this is how this is always going to happen, but it's a very gray area.
How could you not discriminate against a handicapped person? So, all right, here's a scenario. You are
drug addicts get their own parking
commercial HVAC company. You got to climb ladders to go on a roof. A dude in a wheelchair rolls up and says, "I want a job. Can you hire me?" I
mean, in a perfect world,
I got that ladder crane.
I hope there's a judge out there that has some kind of rule that says that, but I'm scared of that. Yeah, I'm afraid.
Imagine.
Hold on there, Todd. I'll get you up here in just a second.
Oh shit! It jammed again.
Just coming up here and just slowly raising up. It's like, I hope those are non-slip tires.
Clive, how are you? He says
as they're lifting the guy up, he's going, "Man, hope that fucking crane gets here soon because they're gonna fucking lift the compressor up." He's got a stupid lift.
You're like, "Hey, did you bring the filters?" Like, "No, I didn't bring the filters. I'm in a wheelchair." I'm like, "God damn it, what good are you? Go back down there and get the fucking filters, you useless bastard." Lower him back down. Oh man, we should do that.
Killer.
We gotta hire a guy in a wheelchair now, just to film that. We gotta give him a Vito bag that like hooks onto the back of his wheelchair.
He's got the backpack with the strap.
He got the one with the wheels like Chris has, dude. Just hook it onto his hitch. Hook it onto the hitch. It's dolly.
He has to put it on the front of him though, because he can't put it on the back, because then he just lean over and fall out of his wheelchair.
Yeah,
so he's got to put it on the front.
Todd.
Oh,
Big Clive said his favorite crane operator got fired because he smoked weed just on weekends.
Yeah.
See, that's I don't know, man. It's
so technically, I could because California weed is not a big thing at all. You can go to the store. You don't need a whatever. You only have to be. I think you have to be 21 though. I think that is the rule. But you still can get in trouble. And if you go on federal, it's still legally federal. So you can't be a federal employee and have it in your system. Even if you're in California, it's just a mess. So
I don't know. Like it's a touchy subject for some people, I guess, but I look at it as like, I used to drink a lot of booze every day. I like a fifth of whiskey almost every day. And there ain't no test that they're going to do for me. I was a full functioning alcoholic. I'd go to work half drunk, half hungover most of the time. And what are you going to do? Unless I come to work stumbling, the worst you can do is tell me to go home.
Yeah.
You can't fire me for that.
You see, Jason Johnson said New York's in the process of making it illegal to test for weed unless it's a work-related accident. That's pretty. I like that.
Yeah.
I like
that. That's New York.
But even if it's a work-related accident, though, like as far as I know, the testing hasn't developed to the point where they can tell like how recently you smoked. So you could have smoked like 2 weeks ago,
and still have
and
it.
then
Yeah.
slipped and fell, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, it's weed related."
Yeah, I don't know. That's a slippery slope too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think companies just want to protect their assets. There's too many people suing nowadays, especially where
that's
we
the
get.
that's the shitty
Yeah.
thing, man. I mean, just dude,
Yeah.
every car accident ends up in a giant lawsuit with. But you also have those sleazeball lawyers that advertise on the radio. If you're in an accident, don't listen to your insurance company. Call me first. You know, and it's like, dude, come on, you guys are just they're basically the residential home sales guys. You know, just fucking banging on people's doors.
I read this, or I was watching this interview about this guy that all he does is sue people. He like has 100 lawsuits a year or whatever.
Well, and is it the disabled guy though? Like
No,
he's
I don't know.
there's a guy that's
No, he's a
genuinely
lawyer.
disabled. No, there's a guy that's genuinely disabled, and he is a career. They're trying to designate him to where he can't make lawsuits anymore because even though he's disabled, he literally just goes around with his lawyer friends from place to place just to sue people.
Like purposely falling down because like
no, just purposely rolling his wheelchair up and the counter's too high, or he goes to the bathroom and they measure the doorway and it's too narrow.
I've seen this guy dude online.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Listen to this. So this dude bought something, or the guy who got sued sold something on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace for $40. I don't remember what he sold, but he sold it for $40. The dude called her back, and I don't even think he asked for his money back, but he said it doesn't work. So he sued him for false what was it? I don't remember what the terminology was or whatever, but he sued him for 30 grand. The first court threw it out, and then he brought it back to like an appellate court or some BS, and it he ended up, the dude didn't answer the lawsuit, and he won 30 grand for selling something on Facebook for $40. It didn't work.
See, you gotta watch out, man.
Imagine that crap.
That's what it is. Will speed.
Will
It's called ADA violation. So basically, your places have to meet handicap requirements, and if they're not, you're just liable for a lawsuit. So they go in, these guys, and they just go from door to door to door, just searching for these places.
I got a question. There's 2 supply houses that I go to that they don't have a lot of parking spots, and 2 of the parking spots right in front are handicapped. Am I a dick that I park in them?
Yes,
kind of, yeah.
But
who's handicapped and work?
What is
That's
this
what I'm
place?
asking. That's my question.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
What is this place?
Supply houses like Sid Harvey, Johnson, Johnson.
No, dude. Look, I mean, I've done that too. It's busy, and it's like, dude, there's,
I mean, unless I'm selling my wheelchair tech up there to get filters, then
right.
Right.
I'll roll in there and get it.
You know?
Is it rude that every time I park in any parking lot with my work van, I double park?
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Everywhere I go, I'm sick of not being able to, and I don't want to be liable for anything. I gotta get my ladder down, so I double park in every parking lot.
I've had people ask me that, and then I'll lower my ladder down and I'll open my doors. I'm like, this is the reason why, because
now
Gru just said no, they're the dicks.
What I do though is
dicks.
I tell my other guys, as I said, I tell them the same thing. If you guys pull into a parking lot, double park. But I said, if there's multiples, not everybody. Don't take up the whole damn parking lot, So, but like usually when we go to an install job or something, everybody's getting in and out of my van. So I park it up in the front. I always encourage my guys, don't take places where the customers, patrons want to park, So park far away unless, you're the only tech or whatever.
Weaver Maintenance said, first time I took a drug test, she said, fill cup to the line. Time's up, she said, come out. I said, it's not filled to the line. Handed the cup to her. She looked at the cup and said, no, I need a urine sample. What? Are you serious?
That's good stuff.
That's gross. You guys are perverts.
Before
Johnson says he just stops in the middle of the road, just rolls in.
Alaska said put speed bumps to prevent that wheelchair guy going there to your business. I was gonna say
a handful of tacks and watch him just spin out and crash into the wall.
Banana peels, but what's the union though? Like, how does a union come into effect with drug tests and all that? Like, how do they work?
Where I'm at anyway, they don't really, they only enforce it in certain situations. Like, I don't want to get too into detail.
You know what? Yeah, let's not go down this anymore, Bill. Like, because I just thought of let's not do this. So
I want to do it now.
No. I just thought of something.
I kind of want to do it too now.
Yeah, let me type something in the private chat before you do.
I do know in the past, like a while back, the union was good with the employer and the employees, obviously. and they asked a buddy of mine, like, can we do a test? And he's like, no, it won't pass. Okay, we'll go to another guy. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
No. Well, see, all I was gonna say is that, like, a lot of people think, at least where
May
I'm
want to
at.
put that in there.
No. Well, no. What I was gonna say is where I'm at. Like, a lot of the places, they don't really force you to take it. Like, there's a law or something. I don't know the exact legalities of it, but there's a law somewhere saying, like, if we send you to go get a drug test and you drive on by and don't get the drug test, like, there's not much we can do about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Don't ask,
Like
don't tell kind of
like a
mentality.
loophole, like, sort of thing. But there are certain situations, like if you go and work for a certain company or something like that, do I think maybe it's federal work or something related with the government.
Yeah.
I know, like, they have on-site sort of testing that you do.
Yeah.
But that's really all I know about that.
All right, enough about
Yeah.
pot talk, you freaking druggies.
I think that there's I think there's quite a few more people. There's 93 people in here. So I think we need to go through like proper sexual harassment training.
Yeah, I think so. That's good intermission. Good intermission.
You know?
I think we
Like,
should do a
what's
little bit of
that-
that.
like
Yeah.
what's the best way to do it? Like, what's the best way to sexually harass people? Is that what we're going to talk about?
Yeah, that's where we're going right now. So give me 1 second. Let me search this up.
He's gonna cue up the intro.
Like,
music.
I like taking my little mirror that I use to check my welds. I like taking that in the men's room, and then I'll like peek it around corners. Like, hey,
You guys use a little
Ooh.
trick I found out.
I'm tripping right now. What's the
Your mirror that you have, your inspection mirror,
Mm-hmm.
is it glass?
yes?
Mhm.
You got to get the metal.
Uh,
Got to get the
there
metal
you go.
mirror.
Really?
Oh, the glass one breaks if you look.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Go get the metal mirror on
I've literally
Amazon.
only broken one.
I like to touch it.
Is it as clear of an image though?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's it's metal. It's not perfect, but
I guess
I'm
it's
thinking, like,
stainless.
I've had mine for 2 years.
I mean, I've had my glass mirror for years too.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and start this where we
start in the beginning.
in the beginning
Yeah.
Alright. because it gets more funny in the middle.
No, I'll do the middle to the
didn't
end.
share
We'll
it
watch the
properly.
beginning. Come
You got to
on.
share the window or something. How did you? There you go.
We can't do nothing right.
We can't
If
do
you're
the
still
beginning
struggling with
again.
consent, just imagine instead of initiating sex, you're making them a cup of tea.
I'm gonna talk the whole time.
You say, "Hey, would you like a cup of tea?" And they go, "Oh my
They're
god,
gonna take this
fuck
video
yes,
down right
I
when
would
we post
fucking
it."
Love a
Oh,
cup of
big time.
tea. Thank
Fuck
you."
yeah.
Then you know they want a cup of tea. If you say, "Hey, would you like a cup of tea?" And they're like, I'm not really sure."
Well,
Then you could make them a cup of tea or not, but be aware they might not drink it. And
since
if they
we've
don't
seen this, we
drink
could talk.
it, then
Hey,
this
Chris.
is the important part.
Alaska's
Don't
moisture
make
video.
them drink
Can you
it.
grab that?
Just because you made
Play
it
it
doesn't
one
mean
time?
you are entitled.
Oh, I'm actually listening to this now.
And if they
and
say
I
no,
understand
thank you.
it.
Oh,
them
you
tea.
weren't there when he was saying
No.
what it was, eh?
Just don't make them tea. Don't make them drink tea. Don't get annoyed at them for not wanting tea. They just don't want tea.
What is
Okay?
this guy's accent?
They might say, "Yes,
Asshole.
please. That's kind of you." And then when the tea arrives, they actually don't
It's
want
like
the tea at all.
British-ish.
Sure, that's kind of
Yeah.
annoying as you've gone to all the effort of making the tea, but they remain under no obligation to drink the tea.
I wish I could do
They did want
impressions.
tea. Now
But
they
everything
don't.
I say sounds the
No, you
same.
can't change your mind when you
Time
say
that
you
it
want
takes to
tea.
Boil the kettle, brew the tea, and add the milk.
Jessica,
Yeah.
He's like went through all the trouble. If he's talking about sex,
You're
he's like,
not
I just
entitled
took
to
my
want you to
pants
drink
off.
it.
Yeah.
It's unconscious.
And you're telling me you don't.
You're
Unconscious
unconscious?
people
What the
don't want
fuck?
tea
Like, I just hid this camera in the bathroom, and now you
because
don't
they're
want tea?
unconscious. Okay, maybe they were conscious when you asked them if they wanted tea. And they said yes. But in the time it took you to boil the kettle, brew the tea, and add the
I
milk,
mean-
they're now unconscious.
I can
Please
relate
just
to
put the
this.
tea down. Make sure the unconscious person is safe. And this is the important part again. Don't make them drink the tea. They said yes then, sure, but unconscious people don't want tea.
You don't
Someone
know
said yes
that.
to tea.
Yeah, you don't know that. They're unconscious.
They
That
passed
might
out.
be
Maybe
what
it's a
wakes
turn
them
on.
up.
Yeah.
Don't keep on pouring it down their
Like
throat.
Cinderella or
Take the
something.
tea
Yeah,
away.
you got to kiss them and then
They're
give them
safe
tea.
because unconscious people don't want tea. Trust me on this. If someone said yes to tea around your house last Saturday, that doesn't mean they want you to make them tea all the time. They don't want you to come around to their place unexpectedly and make them tea and force them to drink it going, but
There's
you
a lot
wanted
of
tea last
comments
week.
that I got to approve
Or
because
to wake
everybody's
up to find you
swearing.
pouring tea down their throat going, but you
YouTube
wanted
is
tea
so
last
strict.
night. If you can understand how completely ludicrous it is to force people to have tea when they don't want tea.
Clive.
and
So
you're
what
able
did you
to
put in the
understand
tea
when
to make them
people don't want
unconscious?
tea, how hard is it to understand it when it comes to sex? Whether it's tea or sex, consent is everything. And on that note, I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
You know that's totally going to be taken down.
Absolutely.
Oh, that is hilarious. Can you, like, seriously, you sit down? How could, that's what the thing I don't understand with the sexual harassment training. Most of the time, they want you to all be in the same room with each other, listening to this crap, not laughing your ass off.
I know,
wish
right?
somebody would drug my tea.
I almost wish it was
Trades,
more
guys.
boring.
if you're in the same room, what if
There
there
is
is
off for a wank.
what if there is sexual harassment going on in the workplace and they're all in the same room? Is there like awkward silence, or do you just kind of like roll your eyes and look over at the person that you know?
You were
I
Let's
imagine
make
if there's
this
like a-
clear. Let me make this clear real quick. We are messing around about this.
I'm not.
We're
100%
laughing
serious.
at the stupidity of the video.
I thought that video was super clever.
I think sexual harassment
It's
is
retarded.
stupid.
Hold hand, guys. We're watching sexual harassment.
You guys get Nate credits just watching Overtime.
There you go.
See?
Nate
Boom.
credit. There you go.
We should apply for there's a couple different, let's do it.
Giggity, giggity.
I'd
Giggity,
sexually harass
giggity.
my wife, but she's in the kitchen making sandwiches and doing dishes, so I can't.
I love Family Guy. Family Guy's hilarious.
Yeah, Chris, I was watching that video of yours, so I got a chance to. I was going to ask you.
And get your pants off.
No, that wasn't in the video.
That's awesome. Fine.
Are you talking about the clip that I sent you?
No, your actual video, your video that you put out. I think,
We should talk about that clip of
which one?
the thing I sent you where I went and did the quote, and that little clip I made for you guys.
Play
Where I
it.
went to
Play it.
that horrible.
Play it.
Wait, is there a video? Did I miss this?
Oh yeah, you missed this, dude.
I
I
missed
went
the
to do
whole
a
day.
quote.
Yeah, I heard about the story and about the.
Yeah, I threw up a video. I threw up a video in the stream or in the chat.
What? Yeah, let's.
I didn't put it on my
shit,
channel
bro.
yet, though. I just threw it in here. Watch, hold on.
Look your channel, man.
This is
I'm
like
talking about this one is on your channel, but we'll
this
get back
is,
to it.
this is a premiere video right now.
Sure.
Ooh.
Is this the one with the new restaurant? That's well, not new restaurant, but you
Yeah,
know,
they're building a new place.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
you're talking about
So
the one that's
Yes.
they're retrofitting it.
Yeah, so the
Building?
backstory is this is one of my old customers, and they left a big giant restaurant chain and they went to go work for a place that's a new startup, and so they're building a new restaurant, and they've been building it for like 6 months, and they really are just not even close. So obviously they don't have a good contractor, and they called me out there because it's now been like 5-6
Hey,
months
what's
and
up,
they
Rick?
haven't had power, and they just turned on power and they realized there's no evaporator coil in the walk-in. They thought that everything was there.
Wow.
And so they call me. They're
That's
like, "We're
amazing.
opening in 3 weeks. We need our
Like,
walk-in replaced."
Somebody just thought like it's a chest freezer or something. Like all the coils are in the walls.
know.
Like, yeah, it's got to be in there.
Yeah.
That's where they would put it.
Let me
It
find
was
this
a
clip
cooler
right
though, right? It wasn't a freezer, was it?
Don't worry, Rick. Next time I see you, I got you, bud.
Wish you could. Oh my god. I won't repeat.
now. Hold on.
I got you, Rick. Don't worry.
So this isn't on my channel, so you guys can't find it because I just made this for the Overtime guys. Here, let's see. Share screen.
Oh God, am I tired?
All right, here we go.
blue tape
This
on
is
that.
an interesting one. So I'm called out. They're building new construction, utilizing existing equipment, and they were just got their power turned on. And they realized that someone ripped out the existing refrigeration equipment, so they want me to give them a quote to add it to this existing box. So I'm going through this,
Box
and I'm
looks
going to do a
okay.
full load calculation on it and determine whether or not the existing equipment that might be on the roof is even any good. So the box is in decent shape. It's an older one, made by Thermal Right. So this is an older unit, but some things that I see of problem are shelves being mounted.
Oh yeah, I've never seen that before.
There's a space. That's not good. It's weird what my mind sees without me even trying.
I
Yeah.
didn't even see that.
But that is not water. They're not using watertight conduit.
Nothing liquid tight. Yeah. No, anything.
That J box needs to be a watertight box, so there's problems there. Other than that, the general condition of the box does not look horrible. It's like they'll need new curtain strips and possibly new closing hardware and a door on this. If they left these shelves on here, they need to get some stainless steel bolts
Is the health inspection like really tight with that? Some of them.
Yeah.
A little concerning though, these top shelves. Because
Look at how big
that's
this
not a
thing is.
load-bearing wall. That's
Yeah.
a shelf. You don't want them to set equipment or anything like that up there.
Mhm.
Door does not close properly on its own. They are not spring closing hinges, which is fine, but the door closure is not springing the door shut. So these are all things we have to take into account. All right, I'm up on the roof. Now, which equipment is theirs? I have no idea. Got refrigeration equipment right here, but I don't know if this is theirs. It says main walk-in.
That suction line is room temperature.
And then that says nothing. Probably, oh, that's a freezer, WIF. But is it even being used? I don't know. So I got to kind of go through this. That looks like the building next to it over there. But my customer should have an exhaust fan too, which there's an exhaust fan right here. But I don't know which one's theirs.
Is this a building full of restaurants?
Known things to
Yeah,
locate what
it's
I'm looking
like
for
in
here.
an outdoor
This
shopping
makes
mall.
sense that I can't find the equipment on the roof because
So there's like a
I popped
Panera
up
Bread
in
on
here.
one end and something
it's
else on the other
actually
end.
right over
Oh,
there.
they got their pots and pans up there.
Yeah.
Stuff from the previous tenant, but the refrigeration equipment is over in that
I think
corner.
condensers
So I was
over there?
searching on the roof for
So-
nothing.
This new equipment's going to have to be
Was there?
relocated onto the roof.
Laska's saying there's sprinkler heads in the freezer.
There's not even anywhere to access
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Is that allowed?
That's in
Got
every
split
freezer
systems
and
up
cooler,
here,
yes.
too.
Yeah.
Those are not
There you go.
even service.
I didn't know that.
There's no water
Because
in the
they're gonna
tip
end
of the
up
sprinkler
filling
head.
this
It's
area
just
with
filled with
equipment.
air.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of
Alright, so
air.
I'm back up on the roof.
And then what? The heat.
It's beautiful. It's nice. It's
What sets it
Mount
off?
San Antonio,
ones?
Mount
Heat.
Baldy, whatever you want to
Sexual
call it.
That's the
harassment.
fresh route.
Nice
Rancho
view.
Cucamonga-ish area over there.
Damn.
Ooh.
All right. What I did was downstairs at the walk-in box. I think that swamp cooler right there is the swamp cooler above the walk-in, but we're going to verify. So I counted the paces to the roof hatch. It's 30 paces that way and 34 paces that way. So we're going to do that math, make sure that's my swamp cooler. And then that gives me an idea where the roof penetration needs to happen. But they're going to have to get a roofer to do this because it's a corrugated metal roof underneath this. This is a shopping mall. So it's a corrugated metal roof. Plus,
Yep.
I'm not cutting into this
I wouldn't either.
PTO roof or what, any of that stuff.
A lot of
On a
liability.
better spot. It's not a good sign when you see a compressor sitting up here. I'm trying to get back here right now so I can see the unit. See if that was actually the unit being used. It looks like the customer took the old stuff.
Look at their air conditioners when I
Ooh,
flip
they have
around.
changed that
I
compressor.
know.
I didn't see
Poor
it.
guys. I have to
There's
work
3
on it.
5-ton air handlers right
All
behind
I got
me.
over here. This is a 208 single phase 404A condensed unit. It's not going to be able to be used anymore. I'm going to suggest that
Huh.
they have it
Oh,
relocated
yeah,
to the
right there.
getting up here is not going to be feasible. Look at these split systems they have over
Look at how
here.
sketch the strut
These
is
are
right
a
now.
nightmare too. They've got 3 of them, all back to back.
I pointed out right
Person
now.
has to work on these, man.
There's tension on there for
Good
sure.
gosh. Climbing through all the PVC drain lines. This is a
Look at
Why
that.
don't they have rooftop units? I don't understand.
Yeah,
I
look
know.
at, like
Look
the
at this.
hangers aren't even like.
It's
looking
like
very
they just
good.
jerry rigged that.
Yeah,
That's
what is kind of what is that?
Awesome.
They didn't even double the bolts up. I
Got
mean,
a
if you're
bunch
gonna
of
do
issues that they're
redneck
gonna
shit,
run
put a
into
second
because
nut on the
they were
top
trying
so
to
at least it
utilize
doesn't
the
back
box.
itself off.
Yeah.
They're gonna run into
I'd
big
suspend it
problems.
with old coat
As far as
hangers.
the drain goes, looks like we have a floor sink right here. We'll be able to use that as our existing drain.
You guys are getting one of my videos right now.
Not worried about
I
that.
know. Aren't they
And
special?
we'll
We're
have
special,
electricity.
guys.
Get us
This is
power
a
up onto the
special
roof,
moment in my life.
Get proper 150.
You want to know the best part about it?
What's that?
And then we're gonna have a roof.
Now that Chris is going to post this, he's going to get demonetized on it.
Thing.
Really?
Yeah, because it's already
Oh,
aired on our show.
Adam's gonna call. He's gonna put a claim on me.
Yeah.
Up in there, it's not very accessible. Duct detectors.
Wait till
don't
I
look
show
to be
the
hooked up
exhaust hoods.
properly. They're kind of a mess. Fire suppression.
Those are
system.
probably up in the ceiling too.
That is up to code for a new install.
Watch, I'm going right over here. Check out this exhaust hood.
Um,
Oh yeah, they jerry
What is
rigged this
that?
too.
for the hoods, there's a hole cut in the side of it.
And then that big
That's
hole's
a
not supposed to
problem.
be there
Looks like
either.
This was added. after the
Woohoo!
fact. It doesn't look like it was part of the initial
Beautiful.
install.
Oh yeah.
Um,
How does a fire marshal allow that?
Well, I'll explain everything at the end.
diffuser right there, but then they have one right here.
And there's another
nothing
air handler.
connected to it, and then there's another split system air handler right up there. Again, not accessible because once they put refrigeration equipment or whatever they're going to put right here, it's not going to be accessible at all.
How are they going to change the filters?
That's a good question.
Construction disaster. They shouldn't have used this existing equipment. They should have replaced it all. They'd have been better off with. They could have done this with 2 package units on the roof and got rid of the complexity of a nightmare.
Even with structural engineers
months right now.
So, all right, we're going to go back up and do a couple more last checks on the roof. Perfect world. They should have changed this box too.
So like one guy doing all this work?
Yeah.
Why
I think that's it.
What did they do?
Ask the customer what it is.
Oh wait, no. This is the best part's coming. Hold on.
That's a whole nother thing. Oh yeah.
You sure it's the best part?
They probably haven't been changed on
The
all.
whole thing is the best part.
No, here comes the best part.
I don't know if the code inspector is going to be okay with that grout. I think they're going to have the grout clean too, because again, they're going to treat this as a new install. So, yeah, the code inspector is not going to like these bolts that are galvanized and rusted. They're not going to like any of that. Health department's going to want it all to be stainless. Yeah, this is a
Stainless
drain.
and plastic.
Looks like there's a little bit of room in the panel, but it certainly looks like it's crowded. I haven't done the math, but there's a lot of tandem breakers or whatever sharing one spot. So this thing might be overloaded depending on how big of a panel it is. So definitely an electrician get involved. In a perfect world, I want 3-phase on the roof, but I don't know if they have the room in the panel for it. This is an office.
Oh, yeah.
Transformer. They're going to try to use this as an office.
No
It is still
way.
flipping hot in here.
No.
Imagine that. Electric
That
gurus.
noise. That's
Water
not,
balloon
it's
fight.
not going to be an office. There's no way. This is insane.
I spilled my coffee.
Holy moly, the heat in here because of this transformer. They have a single air conditioning vent.
They'll never keep
They're
up
running
with that
comm
space,
lines
right?
and
Yeah.
stuff.
I even say it right now.
System
I'm like,
through.
I don't think you can work in there
Looks to be an
according to
exhaust.
OSHA. Like,
Yeah.
Well, how? Like it's so loud. Why would anyone
that's
want?
what I'm
Yeah,
blown
who-
away.
I got my earphones.
I got a story to tell you guys
Because
when
of
this ends because
transformer.
it doesn't stop
Yeah.
there.
All their existing air conditioning equipment
Oh, microchip.
is older, pretty beat up. This is an R22
Good call.
unit. Whether or not it actually has R22 in it, I don't know. R22 is being phased out with the price of it and everything. They're seriously better off converting to 410A. This was an R22 unit too. So it's not that you can't use R22, but they're asking for a headache.
Man, they need to start over.
Absolutely.
This one's a
I know.
410A unit. So for judging from the looks of it, that one is over the exhaust fans. They have a lot of equipment for this building. These 3 are over the back area. Those 2 exhaust fans are theirs. And this swamp cooler is theirs. So for me to do this, my equipment is probably going to be somewhere around here. I'm going to need a roofer to cut my penetration, give me a spot for my line set to run down. I'm going to need the electrician to bring power up here, preferably 208 3-phase, maybe 208 single phase, worst case scenario. Another thing is that giant transformer in that office makes me wonder if the original power for the building is 480 volts.
Yeah.
And like now this is 208 single phase, but let's go look at other people's equipment to see if it's 480 volt.
Carrier.
another
The
customer's
weather maker?
location.
Weather maker? Probably.
And yeah, 480 volt is what this is. So the original equipment here was a 480 volt 3-phase, and they have a step down transformer downstairs converting it to 208, lowering it for that panel. So let's look at the exhaust fans.
This is where it gets silly.
Oh my gosh. This exhaust fan is 115 volts. That's asking for a headache. That's an
Why?
energy hog right there too. When they have,
Why?
it's a
That's
one
just
and a half
dumb, right?
horsepower,
We got
480
on the
115
roof,
volt
man.
fan. When they have, oh yeah, that's a mess. That's asking for trouble.
It looks like it was newer too.
Just ripping
This
it.
one, it could be 120 or it could be 208. It's hard to say. I don't know what it's wired for. But yeah, this is a.
This is
they
all the
really need
best
to
part, last
consider
guy.
some equipment replacement here. But okay. So my existing equipment is going to be installed right in this area, more than likely. So I'll take some
Deja
pictures
vu.
and measurements.
No way they're opening in 3 weeks.
That's it.
No.
No,
way.
no
See where it
way.
goes.
No
All right,
way.
so
That was cool.
stop
There's
this
less
there.
than a 0% chance they're opening in 3 weeks.
They need to scrap that
so
entire project and start
yeah, this
over.
is how it goes. I get a call out there. It says meet the general contractor. So okay, I go up there. I meet the general contractor. Open the door, shake his hand. When he walks up to me, I can just tell. I'm like, this guy is not a general. But So I start talking to him and I go, I'm here to look at the walk-in. Can you get me roof access? All right. This is a shopping mall. And I made sure that the general could get me on the roof. That way I didn't have to go through mall security and crap. And he's like, yeah, I'll get you roof access. No problem. And then he's like, oh, well, he goes, do me a favor. Just go wait out front. He's telling me, go wait out front. The security cart drives by. Just flag him down when he comes by. Like he didn't want to call him. He was just going to have me. And I go, no, I'm going to go in the walk-in. You can go flag down security. And so I go inside the walk-in and I come back. I go, any luck? And he's like, oh, no, they didn't come by. And I go, so how do you get a hold of security? He's like, and I Google the mall. I hit the name of the mall and mall security. Boom, phone number. I call him. So the guy doesn't even know how to get onto the roof. He'd never been on the roof before. He's been working at this place for 8 months. The general's never walked the roof to look at the exhaust.
Like one of those mounted ladders with
everything he kept saying was
he in a wheelchair? Is that why?
Nope. He's just like, yeah, that's not in my scope of work. That's not in my scope of work. And I go, that's fine. It's not in your scope of work. I'm just trying to understand why you guys are walking by this. And I walk him through, and as I'm talking, I'm telling him, dude, you guys aren't going to pass code. I said, I'm not a fire suppression system expert, Ansel system. I said, but that doesn't look up to code. Your
I feel like a general contractor should have a better grasp on overall code.
I'm like telling him, I go, dude, I'm not an expert, but I said that hood, you can't cut into the side of an exhaust hood. You're messing with the UL listing, fire rated crap. No. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, dude, there's all trash on top of the walk-in box. Oh, yeah, I never looked up there. And it's like, what? I walk into that office. I go, what are they doing in that office? He goes, oh, we're going to lift that transformer off the ground to quiet it down. Where are you going to lift it? About 3 feet off the ground. What is that going to do?
Yeah, so what is that going to do?
Do they have to wear a wife beater and a Speedo in there because it's going to be so damn hot?
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, they got to be in PPE beekeeper suits.
They got to get their arc flash gear on. Like, hold on, we got a manager meeting. Get your arc flash gear on and your earplugs.
Jonathan was saying something's loose or something. That's why it's so loud. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. So anyways, what it is the person that contacted me was kind of a business acquaintance of mine. So that person had just came into this, and I'm sitting here thinking I wonder if she's really starting to have second thoughts. She just started with this company, and I'm like, and I told her, I said, this is a clusterfuck. Like I said, I don't do air conditioning installs. I don't do cut-ins or anything like that. So that's not me. I told her from the beginning, you gotta find someone else. I said, I'll do your refrigeration equipment. But if I'm just telling you, this place is not opening within 3 months. It's not even fucking happening.
Can you imagine that the first time their AC on the line goes down, one of those 5 tons up in the ceiling?
Yeah, when the person that I was contacted by called their boss was there, and I was doing a walkthrough, and I go, and he goes, well, why do we have to change those units? And I'm like, dude, they're going to be a massive inconvenience to get to it. He's like, well, just for an inconvenience. And I go, I don't think you're grasping what I have to do to get
shut down you're going to shut down the restaurant when you have.
And then I told him too, I go, these split system air handlers, at a minimum, you replace them and you put new ones in and leave them in the same stupid spot. But I said, when I have to change, or someone has to change one of these air handlers, your restaurant's going to be shut down for 2 days, 2 straight days of fucking not being open, so they can cut the fucking ceiling open, drop the thing. Like, it's not happening in a day, you guys pull the Band-Aid off. I said, I'm sorry, but pull the Band-Aid off and gut this place and start over. And he's like, whoa, I
had to work in a restaurant in the airport, right? And the restaurants are just crammed in these tiny little areas, so everything's up in the ceiling, and they had an air handler up in the ceiling, and had a leak on it. But the way it was positioned right over a 3-comp sink. So it was either unplumb everything, move the whole sink and the hand sinks and everything off the wall, move it away so I can set my ladder up, or I put a ladder in the sink, which I may or may not have put a ladder in the sink to get up to the air handler, which is what I did. It was sketchy, man. And that's I can't imagine if that's sitting over top of some refrigeration, equipment or make line or a griddle or whatever they plan on putting there, man. That's wild.
How did I come back? I thought I was free and clear.
I put you back.
I was playing Rubik's Cube with us.
I know. That's why I kicked you out. I was trying to kick him from the stream, but it wouldn't let me.
Jerk off.
We are rude to Bill. That was rude, Bill. I'm sorry.
You guys are.
Oh.
I tell all my friends that. All my real friends.
My back is hurting me. I need the
fake internet friends over here.
Adam, what was up with that unit there you posted on the HVAC Overtime Facebook group?
Which one? From today?
No, the one with that return was in a spiral of what, 12-inch? What is that?
Holy shit, that's awesome. Yeah. So no, there's a company that they've actually gotten better now. They do halfway decent work recently.
Okay, so there's a company people are naming. That's a company, a well-known company or something?
Yeah, they're called Air Right. They're a bunch of shitheads from
Oh.
a lot of
A bunch
years.
of
We have
shitheads.
2 air right companies here that are 2 total separate air rights in my area too.
But
Are they both shithead companies?
No,
there's only one
Oh.
by us. And actually, from what I heard, I
they're
don't know if
both
this is
good
true or
companies.
not. From what I've heard, they're a union residential company.
Really?
how does
funny
that
thing
even
is-
work?
I love all these. I just actually was reading a comment the other day about one of these holier than thou union guys. It says, "Scabs can't have apprentices. Scabs have helpers, and Scabs helpers only learn as much as the Scabs bosses know." Shut up. And then you see work like this, and
Shut
that's
your
a union.
mouth.
That's a union company that did that shit. It's like, come on.
That's scab.
You know, I'm sure through all of our experiences, we've at one point in time seen both sides of the fence, union and non-union. I know I have, and there's just as much shit on this side of the fence as there is on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
Turns out, hack's gonna hack.
Yeah. No
You
matter
know?
where he's at. Yep.
So why don't you explain to the people that didn't see what it was?
Actually, I wonder if
Yeah, why don't we just jump into the Facebook group and scroll through a couple posts?
Bam.
That's a good point. Let me see.
By
Here.
the way, if any of you people watching don't know, we have a Facebook group. Hit us up on Facebook. Drop us a post. Drop us
What
a
are we
picture.
doing right now?
We're trying to find this picture, which there's like 4,000 posts in between now and then.
By the way, we should have a website up and running soon. We just got some final details sketched in,
How do I do this?
some T's crossed and some I's dotted, some merch uploaded,
Oh, I could probably look
Some
at
wheels
Speedos,
replaced.
koozies. We got overtime flags you can put on the back of wheelchairs.
Oh,
It's gonna be great.
Small, so they won't get caught in the wheel. Of course,
Exactly.
we were thinking of you guys. We were
Exactly.
thinking, yeah.
no. I'm trying to find. There's too many
Yeah.
people that post in the freaking. damn-
That's
Chris
amazing.
is-
That's
Chris
why the
is up
group
to
is
something.
amazing.
Chris is doing something.
Uh-oh.
Look at that look on his
You
face.
found some spinners.
He's getting into trouble.
I don't even know what we're
Found
doing.
some
I'm reading the
wheelchair
chat.
spinners.
You what? What are you doing?
I'm reading the chat.
Oh.
Oh,
You're making me trip out right now.
oh yeah, we got a chat. I forgot all about the chat.
I'm interacting with people in the chat that
watching.
we're talking about air right and other things.
No, I was actually paying a little bit of attention to the chat. Yeah,
And
Mr.
someone
Egg
asked me to
Cake.
take my
Can
hat
Chris
off.
take his cap off? Is that why you took your hat off, Chris?
Yes, that's why I
I
took
wondered
my
what
hat
that was all about.
I take requests from the viewers.
Josh Regan. Hey, I'm in Riverside.
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to find it, but
I'll
Is it
take your
that
tops off and
difficult?
hug.
Yeah, no.
I was trying to go through my alerts
No.
too.
Not right now.
It should be here.
What's up, Minky Mutu? I'm curious about that name. How did you get
Oh, I
that
found
name?
it. Found
That
it.
Minky Mutu name.
I
What is
know,
that?
right?
There's got to be a deeper meaning behind
All right,
that.
guys.
Mickey
Here we go.
Moot. Woo!
Mr. Egg Cake too. That's a weird name.
screen, Share window. Boom.
Is there any other kind of sausage, Groove Jet? All
Let's go.
sausage is party sausage.
So that's it. That's the return. Is it counter flopper?
What's wrong with that? That looks good.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, they got tape on there and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
At least they didn't kink it when they bent it.
I like the water heater.
It's got a nice arc on it. I think the air moves through that pretty good.
Look
Is that
how
water
the
heater
hole
have
is
shutoffs?
perfectly around the flex.
Look at that. It's
Are they
beautiful.
Are they teeing the flues together?
When it turns on, does it like inflate and like wacky waving and inflatable arm flailing tube man?
It's a built-in like thief hider, the one where you put it over your head and lay against the wall.
Yeah, leaning against the wall. Like, oh, there's a random vent right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's there's like 200 and something of these like this.
Wow.
200 units like this?
That's
Yeah.
was a complex, a condo complex or something.
Really?
Yep.
And
They were
you-
known for that.
Wow.
They would
Oh, they-
stick this shit all over in the ceilings. Actually, I was at another one
Are
of
you
their jobs.
serious?
Last week, I was at another job last week where they have a false ceiling. And funny story, one of the guys that worked for me, they were doing this job by themselves. And he was trying to test the thermostat wire. We were putting on an Ecobee, and the common wire wasn't working. So he had a mirror, and he's sticking it up by the return in the ceiling. And he's looking over and he's like, the return's not connected and it's flex stuck, just like this shit. So I asked the lady, I'm like, we really need to open this up, you know? So she's like, okay, we opened it up. Dude, there's 2 of them. Neither one of them are connected. They're completely broken. And then it's off of where it's terminated through the wall. And then we took like a 50, you know, what are those big garbage bags? You know, the contractor
50
bag?
gallon.
Yeah. We filled one with dryer lint because the dryer vent was out of the same shit and it was broken.
So it's just blowing.
And then it's sucking
Way up
into
there.
the furnace.
So they're breathing in dryer vent air.
Yeah.
Oh man, how dirty is that unit on the inside? Then
It was awful. I've never seen a dirtier furnace than that ever in my life.
It's crazy. I mean, at some point, if it's dryer lint, wouldn't that start to become acidic?
I don't know.
Like because it's got the soap shit still on it and stuff. I wonder if
yeah, maybe.
I mean, they're breathing. That's carbon
to an evaporator coil. Oh wait, is there? Oh, that's just a furnace, or is that an evap?
No. Oh, it's a furnace and evap. Not this one. It was a different house.
Oh, okay, got you.
A gas dryer.
Yeah, gas dryer.
Yeah, so it's sucking in that combusted gas air. Huh?
Yep. And then the sad thing about it is, I couldn't fix. You couldn't like make it right if you wanted to. The thing's running at like 1.1 inches static. And what was that for? I put in. Was it a 40 that I put in or something like that? Yeah, it was a 40. Okay. And the freaking static is off the charts on the thing because they got this flex going up and down and around, looped around 14 times, and there's no good way to do it, and you can't size it properly.
No way.
Like, how do you fix it? You can't fix it.
No.
Like,
how did this even get done? How is there not some sort of inspection process on this property?
There was, and the thing is, these guys, this is how they did every single job. You know, that's why I don't feel like most of the time if somebody does a bad job here or there, it's like, yeah, I'm not going to say your name. But these guys, I've seen hundreds of their jobs and they all fucking suck. Right? You guys are fucking jokes. Like,
yeah, that is jokes.
You got to know you're a joke. Look at this stuff. This is clown work.
I mean, unless you guys are willing to sponsor our show, then we can work with you. But if you're not, you fucking suck.
We should start hitting up the really, really shitty companies and then ask them if they want to sponsor us and we'll promote them on our show.
I did. I tried getting Blue on to sponsor us.
All right, I gotta stop sharing this.
Hey, I started doing some research on them. They are seriously dumping money into that company. And I keep seeing on my LinkedIn feed and stuff, like people getting hired because they're local here in California. And I keep seeing that they're hiring people. They're about to do something big. I don't know what it is, but they are dumping money into that place.
Buy out like a big.
I don't know. I think they're going away from refrigerant.
They're just, I was going to say, like, I wonder if they're going to start getting into service, start buying up service companies.
Because I started, what did I see? I said, this is all public information, by the way. I just did some research on their website, but they're investing money. They just bought a company that does like, what is it?
Ooh, condenser.
It does something with warranties, or I don't know. It's like a data company that saves data for some reason and like converts it. And they're that's what it is. It's like an inventory thing. So they're trying to market to supply houses right now. So there'll be like a resource for supply houses to find their parts too. But they're doing some weird things.
I mean, I'm wondering how they're making money at all right now, because honestly, I want to know how many people in here, or us included, how often have you ever seen a jug of Blue On?
The Blue On's being sold to apartment complexes. That's where they're making their money, dude. They're knocking out apartment complexes where they can say, hey, we'll supply you with the refrigerant. You don't have to change the oil. They're marketing those guys. And that's what their tech support is marketing too.
I thought they would go broke sending out all these hats to people, man.
Those hats are dumb, by the way.
Worst.
Every piece of merch I've gotten from them has been silly. But hey, if you guys, we could have some talk. If you guys want to talk, Blue On, I'll hook you up. We'll work something out. I'm at that point. So
you got a better hat than me. They gave me this one that looked like they could put it in the freaking dumpster.
Yeah, it's like
I love watching those Blue On commercials, which, by the way, you know those Blue On commercials where there's like text talking. If you do one of those, they send you a free water bottle. Just saying,
that's funny.
Hats don't fit very well.
You got
Blue On's the best app ever. Ever since I've been using it, I learned how to fix TXVs and install flex duct and all my.
I did a demo of the new flat rate, and they sent me a bag of what are those things called? The Lifesavers candy.
They sent you candy?
Serious?
They sent me candy in the mail.
What are they trying to tell you?
Someone asked about Ralph. Laska's asking about Ralph from Honeywell. Ralph actually changed jobs within Honeywell. He's not doing
Maybe that's why we
the
haven't seen
commercial
him
side. He's doing automotive refrigerants now.
Oh,
Still works for Honeywell, but he got changed to the automotive department. So he still comes in my stream every once in a blue moon, but he's not the guy to talk to. I mean, he can still get us to the right people, but
yeah.
but he's not the go-to for refrigerants right now.
In the background, we're trying to get one of the representatives from what is that again, Joe? IntelliTraining or something?
Interactive?
Yeah, Interactive. That's the one. Yeah,
No, it's not. It's called what is
I
it
think it's
called?
Intertech.
Which one are you talking about? The VR thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
We don't even know
Interplay
what it is.
learning.
Interplay.
Interplay
Interplay
learning.
learning.
Yeah. We're smart. Interplay.
I don't know.
learning,
Like, okay, so you guys ever see the? Did you guys read the book Ready Player One?
No.
No.
Did you watch the
Yes.
movie?
Yes, I see it.
Okay, the book was better, by the way, but they came out with a second version, and I'm listening to it on tape right now, and it's all going into the whole metaverse, Facebook, all that weird stuff.
You have a
But-
tape player?
What's that?
You have a tape player?
No way.
You just said you're listening to it on tape.
Oh, audio thing.
Oh.
Come on, I'm old. I used to get books on tape. Now it's freaking download or whatever. Audible, that's what I'm using. But it's totally predicting the future.
I get Playboys on tape.
I don't understand how the metaverse and stuff, they're selling like virtual real estate.
But where does Interplay come into the metaverse? Like, are they going to start using videos? Because like
Virtual
I get
real estate.
nauseous when I put that crap on. I can't do the
It's
Interplay.
like buying an apartment on the second floor, like buying it, and like, hey, I own this.
I just
what
bought,
happens if it collapses?
When someone bought a multi-million-dollar yacht, and it's only available in the metaverse. Like some millionaire bought a yacht for a couple $1 million in the
Like
metaverse.
he legit bought it, but it's
doesn't
not
even
real.
exist. No, it's like Bitcoin crap. It like when Bitcoin first came out, nobody understands. We don't know what the hell is going on.
It's only
Eventually it'll
valuable
turn out
because
to be
people
something
put
cool like
value
Bitcoin.
on it.
I mean,
I don't
You
understand
probably
that.
should put a bunch of money in there because we're going to be rich if we do. But
And blue. Da, da, dee, da, da,
But
da,
who's
da,
going to be the
dee, da.
metaverse? Because it's not going to be Facebook. There's no way Facebook's going to control it all.
It's gonna be
I think
Walmart.
someone else is going to invent it, and Facebook's just making
It's gonna
crap.
be Walmart. Look at all the people in Walmart.
it's going
I
to
know
be
they're gonna
Jeff
sign right up
Bezos
for
or
that.
Elon Musk are they're gonna get involved with it.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? Oh, yeah, that's right. Wasn't it Brett from Advanced working with Interplay as well? We were talking about
That's
wasn't it?
actually how we got hooked up with this
Oh,
gentleman from Interplay.
yeah.
He's going to give us a quick look at the technology that they use, the program, and then
Cool.
the goal is to bring it up on the show and let everybody go through it. Everybody.
I need
watch
to
it
ask
live.
him too, because I want to ask him like, what do I do when I get nauseous? Like I'm interested in checking that stuff out, but I can't because I
You know-
just
You know, what'd be cool is if we actually like had like a VR set and we were doing the Interplay, like standing up on the show.
Yeah.
I'm over here.
Like, hey, metaverse.
Chris
We're
is
gonna.
puking again.
I'm gonna go work on. I'm gonna go play video games. I don't work enough as it is, so I'm gonna go do HVAC in my video game world.
I mean, when you get home, we
I
do
was
stuff
driving
like
home and I
this.
was sitting in traffic, so I had my VR headset on. Fucking,
Yeah, right.
you know that's gonna happen. Someone's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
crash, just like the first time someone crashed in a Tesla eating a hamburger. They were eating a
I
hamburger.
kind of
What?
think like I haven't seen this technology yet, but I kind of feel like they're probably, this is probably like one of the starter programs, right? They probably have some cool stuff in there, like some decent graphics and things, but I'm assuming like it's not quite there yet, if you know what I'm saying, right?
It looked pretty cool. I watched a demo on it.
No,
Yeah.
it's too one dimensional.
Yeah, that's what it kind of reminds me of.
It
still
feels like
reminds
I'm
me of,
playing my kids'
1990s
Roblox.
video game.
It's like watching my daughter play
Oh.
Roblox. That's what I do when I'm doing Interplay.
I was watching a guy do it, a plumber do it, and like you're
yeah,
supposed
how'd
to
that
do
work out for
everything.
him?
It's
He's
plumbing,
like-
dude.
he's
Plumbing's
pulling-
one dimensional anyways.
Shit rolls downhill, bro.
He pulled the toilet off the flange and he went and set it over, and then he got reprimanded because there's supposed to be he put it on a drop cloth.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say
Because he
that. You
spilled
gotta
shit
drop
as he
off.
was moving it over. He
Yeah.
put the bag under it when he fucking lifted it,
Yeah, you got to roll that turd right down the drain, man.
and he picked his nose, and then he gets a bad warning because he didn't wash his hands.
Oh, by the way, before I forget, they had some wicked deals on these CPS gauges. Pick them up if you guys are looking for
Hoses,
sorry,
not gauges.
hoses. Sorry, if you guys are looking for hoses, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I had those like in '98, and no,
You don't like them?
You know
ball
what else?
valves. Nope.
You don't,
What's
you
wrong
don't like
with
the
ball
what?
valves?
Sorry.
I don't like those ball valves. I don't like those those hoses at all. I've never liked those
Why?
hoses.
What if
I
they
like
paid-
the-
What if they
I
paid-
like the yellow jacket style or the JB style with the regular ball valves.
if
With
they
the
paid you
6-inch
to like
lip.
them? If they paid you to like them, would you like them?
I like the yellow jacket ones, but I never tried the CPS ones. I'm willing to try. I'm going to see how they are.
I even turned down Testo, Adam. Come on.
Oh, speaking of which, are we ever going to talk about these freaking? Are we ever going to do a video on these boots?
Yeah, we need to.
Oh,
I need videos on the Tools channel. Let's do it.
Speaking of those boots from Brunt, the C word. So I got, since they don't have boots my size, they do have shirts in my size. So I got one of their shirts, right? So I'm like, man, I got to review something from this company. So I got one of their shirts, and it fits okay. But like the neck hole on this shirt is just about as big as the goddamn waist, man. I put it on, almost fell through it.
No way.
I'm like, what is this, like an altar top? Like,
Dad fell to the ceiling again when he was putting on his shirt.
What is this? Like, is it upside down? I couldn't tell.
You got to order a couple of those.
Oh, junk shirts, man.
Hey, are you guys being harassed with the t-shirt Facebook things for like men with man bellies that want to wear shirts?
Yeah.
Oh, those are. I kind of want one. They're fucking messing with me. I kind of want one of those shirts because they would hide my man belly.
They know we're fat.
All they are like the arms are kind of tight and they're a little tighter on the chest, so
they make you
can
feel
show like yeah, you worked out like one time in your life, so it kind of shows off your shoulders. Which, like, who has fat shoulders? Like,
yeah, I had one of those shirts one time. Like, it was just a little bit too tight. It made me feel like I was buff, and then I washed it and it got tighter. And
like, see Chris's shirt here. This is a good, this is a good cut of a shirt, right? Like the arms are not too tight, shoulders are nice, but I'm big into like the necks. Like the neck it's close to being too loose. I like I think it's called like a jockey neck, where it's just kind of, it's a not turtleneck-ish, but it's a tight collar.
What did you said you like what in your neck?
Jockey necks.
Annoying?
Oh, I thought I heard something else.
Me too.
No,
I heard jocks on his
awesome.
neck.
It's like a midget hugging you all day long.
You like turtlenecks?
No.
I can't do that. I feel like I'm choking.
Yeah, I don't like a turtleneck. I just don't like a loose t-shirt neck. It's
all
weird.
right. Let's do this, Adam. Fuck it. Let's talk about these Brunt boots.
What happened?
Hey, you guys are
gonna make
a
video.
I mean,
we're just gonna do this because this'll uphold our obligation with them. So, we never said we were. I don't know what we said, but whatever. They
don't even know we exist anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
so Brunt reached out to me a year ago, 8 months ago.
Yes,
something
Will
like
Speed.
And I forwarded something to Bill. I contacted Brunt and I said, look, I can't do a video on my channel, but I'll do it on our Tools channel. But you need to send them to all 4 of my friends. And they said, okay. So they said they send us all boots. And then I forgot about it and I gave it to Bill. I was like, dude, I don't got time to deal with this. So Bill ordered everything. I got boots at my door like 3 days later. Mine, I put them on. The break-in period sucked balls for me. It was like 2 weeks. They hurt my ankles for like 2 weeks. But then after that, they are amazingly comfortable, and but they have some flaws. Like, they're super comfortable and they have some good arch support that I like on mine, but the slip resistance is not as good as the Timberland Pros, and they get worn down really fast. Like, there's like a rubber compound toe and it's got some deep cuts in it just from like a month's worth of use for me.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm like, make it slip, like, yeah.
But the slip resistance, it sucks. It's not the same. And in the break-in period, man, I almost threw those boots in the trash.
That's why I stopped wearing them. I stopped wearing them because I'm like, these things are just weird feeling.
They hurt my ankles, and like the freaking where the ball socket is on my ankle or whatever, they fucking were rubbing on that.
Do you think they're gonna be pissed off at us that they gave us boots so we could talk good about it?
They don't even know they gave us boots.
No, but I don't even care. I never promise anybody. That's one thing I don't promise anybody, is I'm not doing no fake crap. Like,
because when I was responding, like after they like, oh, sorry, Bill, we don't have your size. I'm like, all right, well, give me this size. Then like that was wrong, and then we had to send them back, and then they sent back the correct size, which is still too big, because apparently, I don't know if this is true for you guys, but like these boots, I've heard this a few times, that their boots run large. Like, if you read their reviews, that's one of the major complaints that keeps coming up, is their boots run large. Which, I don't know, maybe they're overcompensating because maybe they shrink over time if you don't, I don't know, moisturize the leather.
Real quick, Frylock's saying that he really, really likes the Brunts, and he really digs them. Look, they're comfortable now.
I wonder which one
he said the
mine
Marins.
are comfortable now.
I think the one somebody got.
I got the work boot ones, the ones that have a rubber toe and they're brown, whatever. They're 6
Adam
inch.
got those, the Martins or whatever.
And maybe that's what it is. But they're nice boots. They look super nice. But Bill never even got his.
Okay, Frank.
I mean, they never had his size, and then he had him sent to his dad, and then they sent the wrong size to his dad. And it's like, dude, and Joe, do you have yours yet?
Yeah.
I got the ring.
And what do you think about them, Joe?
I didn't put them on.
Why not?
I don't know.
Because you
They're
can't
not-
step on a nail. You're not even going to put them on.
He wants-
They're not
he
good
wants to
enough.
do a review on them. That's why.
They're scary.
Nope.
Yeah.
Look, they do look here. I'll show you. These are the ones I have.
That's not the ones I have.
These
Mine
are
are the leather. Mine are leather, but they look.
Oh, those
like
are
that.
weird looking.
They're very box. They're like a box.
Those kind of look
Yeah.
cool to me.
See, those to me, like I have a pair of Rocky boots, and I feel like the soles are just the glue is gonna come off those because they're not sewn on. That's what the problem I have with these Rockies. After about 8 months, the sole just kind of falls apart and falls off the boot.
Yeah. Now, I also want to say that honestly, most of the time let's be fair, most of the time when people make boots, they're making the traditional. What's their normal brown leather boot? Like a lot of people do really well at making those. See those right there on the left.
Show
those
mine.
look-
The ones
those look
with the
kinda
white
boxy.
sole.
Can you ask them and
the
tell them
lined ones?
I don't tell them I don't like the ones that they sent me, so I'll do a review on another set.
Show them the ones
Okay.
I got.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't
no,
like
not the
that.
lugs.
They-
Who got
they
those?
make-
I don't want lugs.
They make Uggs too.
Uggs, yeah.
What's the
Uggs.
moccasins?
Oh
Which
man,
ones
that's
you talking about
super
this?
gay.
No, I got the
Eric?
mid-sized one with like it looks.
That's the one. I got the one directly in the middle. Click on that
Yeah,
one.
those-
that's the first one. The first
You should
one.
call
I got
those the
first one.
Brokeback Mountain cowboy boots.
Brokeback Mountain.
These are the ones that I got, and they're very nice. The break-in period was a long time, but the toes, there's already 2 big slits from like kicking something
Oh.
metal.
How do you like those little loops at the top where you loop them?
I'm fine with that. My boots always have that. I wear Timberland Pros, so
I just didn't like the placement of it. Yeah, these look way nicer than mine.
they're comfortable now, but the break-in period sucked. That's all.
I ordered a pair of Carhartts
Oh, I got
that
them.
were
Oh,
my
I got the
size.
same, look at that, Fry. They're the same ones I got, and I picked.
What?
They're the best ones. The
one?
Marins. That's the one I got.
Yeah, composite safety toe is what I have. So
Let's see the
Those are
Marins.
peanut
Where
guys,
are those
man.
at?
I'm waiting because their website takes 14 minutes every time you click the button.
It's probably because they got 1,000
they're only for the
people jumping
winter
on there
time.
right now.
right
since
now, we're
talking
giving
about
them the overtime bump. So
it. Yeah.
Look at that.
oh,
That's
what's
what it is,
what's our
Chris.
offer code? If you use our offer
Yeah.
code to buy something, we get $5 and off a pair of boots or $1 every
We
boot or
get
something.
Why
nothing.
Zano? What's going on?
They said
Use-
something. They gave us an offer code and they
Yeah.
asked for my PayPal. And I'm like, what the hell you need my PayPal for?
That's all right. Don't mention us when you buy these.
Put
No.
overtime bump.
What is this called? The camel toe?
Camel toe.
Yeah.
the Marin or whatever.
The moose
They're
knuckle
the best
toe.
ones.
Just,
See, that's why
all you-
Fry got them.
all you got to do is listen. You just email Brunt,
Oh,
be like,
should've
hey, I
got
got a
those high
YouTube
top
channel.
ones,
Will you
dude,
send
all
me
the way
some
on the
boots? And they'll
right.
send you some boots because
Give me those.
Apparently
Give
these-
me the standard, Adam, or whatever's on the right.
these
What?
boots don't
These?
cost that much.
Look at that class,
You
guys.
want-
Come on. Just picture those. Just picture those.
Yeah, I
They're
don't know, they
pretty
look kinda
electrifying if you
weird.
ask me.
What do you
They
want to
look
see,
like-
Chris?
All the ones, all the way to the
No.
right on the top.
I'll tell you what they
These
look
look
like.
high
They look
heel.
like somebody
give me
tried to make.
those. I should have got those.
What, Bill? Go ahead.
They look like somebody tried to make a cake look like a boot. That's what it looks like because it's off just a
Pretty
little
icy.
bit.
You're gonna
That's
wear
what I should-
this? Like,
Yeah, I should have got that.
Oh
is
my
that?
god.
you
I'm
work
gonna wear
in
that with shorts.
pole, Chris.
What? Imagine you go to. Oh my god. That's
Mm.
funny.
Hi, boys.
Yeah, yeah.
I
yeah.
New boot goofing.
I think if you're
Well,
walking down the hall too, it's gonna make the
New
click
boot
exact
goofing.
high heel.
Why, hello there, little lady.
Got there. One of my favorite episodes is when he locks his bike on the pole, and then he goes inside.
Oh, and he
And
comes
then-
out and it's like in the middle.
It's
of
like,
his,
yeah, it's like he's just like so confused. The bike is around the pole now, or something. Or the pole, yeah.
mhm. New boot.
I
goofing.
mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna buy another set after this.
I would never, ever, even if they do have my size again, my entire life, I'll never buy a pair of boots from Brunt. I hope you're
Yeah.
listening, Brunt.
We don't appreciate your free boots. Thank you.
No, it was more of a pain in the ass. Like, yeah, you give us free boots, but the sizes were all messed up. We didn't have our size. And then eventually, oh, by the way, the shirt, I didn't actually pay for that shirt that I was bitching about. That shirt I got because when we sent back the other pair of boots and got the correct size or whatever, there's like a $20 difference. So I just threw a shirt on there and I got the shirt back. I'm like, not only your boots suck, your shirt's necks are too big. Like, what are you guys doing over there?
Yeah.
A
Now,
bunch of
now here's my
giant
dilemma. Though.
mongoloids making stuff.
Mongoloids.
My dilemma is I want to go back to my Timberland Pros, but my Timberland Pros are kind of worn out, so it's time for me to buy new ones.
Those are cool shoes. I like
So
those.
like they kind of have lost some of the support, so now it feels weird going back to my Timberlands. I'm like, oh, so I got to go get a new set of Timberlands.
Sorry, guys, I don't know if you've seen the message
for.
for-
So I'll
I don't
skip
Scott,
see
thanks
those,
for that
though.
super chat,
Yeah.
Scott.
That's awesome, buddy. I don't know if you've seen Brett's message, guys, but he's watching us on his 3D thingamajiggies.
Oh no, I didn't. Oh, Dad, I remember Brett telling me he got one of those.
Yeah, he sent a message in one of the chats there.
Watching us on his VR headset right now.
Yes,
How is this
VR
possible?
headset, yeah.
We
That
have
is
that
awesome.
technology in the
Oh,
world.
you should have clicked 3D video and then
I
we could
bet
have
we're
tricked
like
him out.
way uglier than usual.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're all
most
like
likely.
wide and squished up and stuff.
I just picture Brett. He's in his living room and his kids are like, just, like, what the hell's wrong with Dad? He's like, oh, he's laughing and standing there with the thing on his
He's
head.
lost all control of his arms.
If Brett's wife can hear us, kick him in the shins.
Oh, his shins are. Oh, you can't see him, I guess.
I just can't see, so he'll fall over.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
I think it's time we probably
it's
get ready
time.
to wrap this. Yeah.
Yeah.
We play music, or are we done with that?
You can
Which
play music.
I don't care what you guys do with this show anymore.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. You
whatever
didn't
you
say hi
want.
to Randy, man. How
Yeah.
dare you?
I was
Luke's
waiting
been
till the very
waiting for
end.
your-
Actually, not.
Yeah.
Don't forget to say hi to our little buddy Luke and Randy, little buddies.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
You should put in the credits like all
Scott,
the people who don't
yeah, you have
sponsor
to,
us.
buddy.
Get a long list of people who don't sponsor the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are not our sponsors, and we'll just put every single manufacturer of everything out
We
there.
really need to find something non-HVAC to advertise. Dude, hey, one of those food delivery boxes emailed me. Should I set them up for overtime?
Yeah, let them sponsor.
Sure.
us.
Could be
And
like
while we're
Hello
waiting
Fresh or
and
something.
doing credits, why don't you get Luke, or you could play Laska's video, because Laska said he had a video to show and we didn't show it.
I
Where's
think
this video
Laska
at?
sent me something.
He
Yeah,
also
he
said
did.
we're going to jump on the
Yeah, he did. He
Facebook
sent it
page
to
and
my email
scroll
too,
through
but I
it for a
couldn't
little
get it.
while.
I don't have it right now.
Adam didn't
Oh,
do.
okay,
He's
how
a
about
liar.
Luke? People want to see Luke.
Luke, do you think he has a sweater still?
Maybe. That would be great if he does. He's in the season.
I bet if Adam took a bath, he'd weigh a pound less.
Oh, you want to go get him? Cool.
Wait, oh, he's going to get his dog
Yeah.
at the end of the show? That's a good idea.
That is good.
Should we just sit here and wait?
I guess so.
Yeah. Why not?
It's rude to kick off Mr. YouTube himself.
We were saying we want Laska. See, we could have played this video. I don't know why. I
let's
tried
play it.
Laska.
Can we play it? What are we playing? here?
What?
Where is Laska's video at?
I don't know. He sent to my email. Laska, send it to the overtime email. Maybe. Oh, there he is. Oh, he doesn't have the sweater though. Okay, but he's still amazing.
Why does he always look like he's trying to get away?
Because he is.
Mm-hmm. Every time I see that dog, he's trying to get away.
He's a mischief right now. It's getting bigger. He is.
I'm gonna buy Red Wing cowboy boots.
Cowboy boots, eh?
He
I had Red Wing
finally
boot
got his
once.
shots, so we can actually take him around other dogs now.
Ah.
Hmm.
Not trapped at home all the time. All right.
All right.
See my dog now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sorry, last.